hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're kept automatically up to date. And you'll be getting hard-hitting social democratic commentary from yours truly. I am American Social Democracy. Now, I'd like to talk about what's been going on lately with the online left. It's been very depressing seeing a lot of these egos clashing with each other because they, we're talking about people who are roughly on the same side, whether it's the Young Turks, whether it's Jimmy Dore, whether it's Sam Seder, Kyle Kalinske, it doesn't matter. I mean, just all across the spectrum of the left. You have a lot of left voices now these days online. And there's a little bit of narcissism with most of these people. Well, they're all narcissistic. We're all narcissistic. Even a nobody like me is narcissistic enough to think, well, hell, I could sit here and just talk about politics all the time. Well, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. That's fine. But the point is, there's been a lot of drama going on with online left lately. As I said, TYT versus Jimmy Dore, Aaron Mattei, Glenn Greenwald, Max Blumenthal being shoved into this, and the whole thing about just a lot of people with different tactics. Where, as I said, all of us on the online left, we're basically on the same side. I mean, may have some nuances. Whatever issue there are going to be some nuances and different points of view, different takes on things. But I think as far as the meat and potatoes are concerned, the overall ideology, most of these major voices, they're pretty much kind of for the same thing. Enter what goes on the right, with the online right. And there are personalities on the within right-wing media, and that's more like cable news and talk radio, that they have a little bit of that same kind of drama going along amongst themselves. But you have online conservatives too, and they have made a name for themselves. Unfortunately, these conservative names are a little bit bigger because we have a flawed Overton window, and we have a lot of corrupt money that funds right-wing causes more so than progressive causes. So their voices are louder. Well, you got people like Steven Crowder and Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, and others who are online, and their mission is to show to everybody how they own the libs, own the leftards, or what have you. And honestly, they're not. None of them are that smart. Maybe Ben Shapiro is smart, but he's wrong on everything. And the rest of them, they're not that smart. But you got big money behind you. It's amazing what kind of miracles can happen, right? Well, the thing about it is, these online rightists, online conservatives, they love to go on college campus and debate and humiliate little kids. And I'm not sitting there putting these kids down, but when they're like a freshman or sophomore in college, the maturity level hasn't really developed yet. So their debating skills are not that fine-tuned or what have you. I mean, and so you get someone like Ben Shapiro, who's in his mid-30s, who looks like a freaking little kid ready to go to college, and he talks 100 miles an hour, because he is in his mid-30s, the maturity level's there. Yeah, it's going to look like he defeated the some impressionable young lib, whatever. But the thing is, they refuse to debate the online left. I mean, whether it's Dave Rubin, or whether it's Ben Shapiro, or Candace Owens or someone like Steven Crowder. They refuse. They will not. I mean, they refuse. They will not debate David Pakman. They will not debate, Kyle Kalinske. They will not, they will not debate, Emma Beglin. They will not debate, Sam Seder. They wouldn't debate any of these people because, why? Because if they do, these online right-wing conservatives will lose the damn debate. I mean, because, honestly, even if you disagree, if you're a conservative, you disagree with the people I just mentioned on the online left, got to admit, they're pretty damn bright. And, and honestly, even the online left people I've named, I mean, there are areas where I would disagree with them, what have you. But that's beside the point. My point is that the online conservatives, online right young kids refuse to debate the online left. And there's, and I guess if I was in their shoes, I would feel the same way. At Politicon in 2018, apparently there was supposed to be a debate between Sam Seder and Steven Crowder. And apparently Steven Crowder's dad found out about Sam Seder and found a way to kind of finagle him out of the debate, is my understanding. And his father, I guess, I'm going to have a little empathy. He loves his son, I guess there's going to be an empathy factor. He just didn't want to have his little boy, Stevie, get his feelings hurt or be humiliated by Sam Seder. And honestly, can't blame him, That's what a loving father would do. And I guess Steven Crowder is wise enough to know that if you go and debate Sam Seder, you're going to be in big trouble. Now, I don't want to make it sound like I'm the biggest Sam Seder fan in the world. In the hubbub between Jimmy Dore and Sam Seder, I'm actually more on Jimmy Dore's side on that debate. I lean toward Jimmy Dore, although I have some complaints about him too. But I like Sam Seder enough and appreciate his program too. I appreciate their perspective. I disagree with Jimmy Dore on some things, agree with him on others. Same thing with Sam Seder. But the thing about it is that, as I said, Sam Seder will clean his clock, and Steven Crowder knows it. Think about it on Louder with Crowder. Apparently, he was going to debate with Ethan Klein from a program called, what's it called? The H3 Podcast. And it's not really a political show, but the couple that runs the show, what's the name of the couple? Hold on. The H3 Podcast. What is the name of that couple? I am so sorry. I will get you the information very soon. The couple's name, let's see. Ethan Klein is the main host of the show. And let's see. And his wife is Hila. Well, they don't really do a political program, but it's kind of like just a podcast of a lot of drama, a lot of things that goes on YouTube. I actually haven't seen their program. Apparently, they are left of center because they play. I mean, Ethan Klein played a gag, and the gag was beautiful. He earned the trust of Steven Crowder, sounds like, and talking about debating. And he basically said that he doesn't claim to be a great debater, but found a way to get Sam Seder to debate or to actually be in a situation where Steven Crowder would have no choice but to debate. But Sam Seder squirmed like a wuss. It was beautiful seeing how humiliated he was, egg on his face, embarrassed, scared to go and debate Sam Seder. So he hurled insult after insults and, and made fun of him for wearing glasses. Hey, I resemble that remark. And things of that nature. And then found a way to kind of cut him off. And these people, the Ben Shapiros, the Steven Crowders, they all claim that the libtards are too scared to debate them. Hey, they're ready to debate you. And they run away. They run away. A couple of years ago, Ann Coulter was supposed to debate Kyle Kulinski. Same thing happened with her. See, they warned her, you don't want to debate Kyle Kulinski. And she cowered her way out too. These people, they can't stand the heat. And so they know to stay out of the kitchen. This is why people like the late Rush Limbaugh would never have a guest on his show to debate, because when the late Rush Limbaugh was alive, if you really think about it, his stupid talking points were so easy to dismiss. Yeah, he had callers on the show, occasionally liberal callers, lefty callers, or what have you. And he controls the switchboard, and they're not known, but he's known. So he can, most of the time, he was smart enough to drop the civility card, because he can kind of sway from the subject or what have you. I remember when I was on Rush Limbaugh in 1997, and he found a way to get me off the phone as quickly as he could. I used to have a tape recording of that. I wish I still had it. My good friend, Dwight Welch, about a decade ago, made it on Rush Limbaugh too. And he got on the show and debated Rush Limbaugh about how insufficiently leftist Barack Obama was, because apparently he was wondering why a lot of leftists have turned against Barack Obama. Duh! It's because Barack Obama is essentially a 1970s era Rockefeller Republican, roughly in the words of Cornel West. But the point I'm trying to make is, someone like Rush Limbaugh, when there is a well-known leftist in an actual official debate, Rush Limbaugh know what would happen to him. He knew what would happen to him. And Steven Crowder is smart enough to know, and he actually experienced what happened to him so much that he didn't even go and enter a serious debate. And he whipped his way out. See, he's got that scruffy beard these days, and the gun holsters, trying to look all alpha male and everything. And and Steven Crowder looked like the biggest wimp I've ever seen as a result. And it was just wonderful seeing him being humiliated. The only problem is he wasn't humiliated enough. If you like what you heard, press like and comment. If you disagree, well, that's okay. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it, because we're the muckrakers of our time. And once again, feel free to hit that notification bell and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I am American Social Democracy. Peace. Class struggle yesterday, class struggle today, class struggle tomorrow, and class struggle until we achieve full economic and social justice for all in our time.